Okay, guys, welcome back. Sorry about that. I seem to be losing track of time on these. I've also lost track of which episode we're on. I believe it's episode 7. I'm going to stop saying what episode we're on and just say we are doing a beginner's guide to No Man's Sky on Big Papa Timo. I've been going through how to talk to the local aliens, and we've learned 2 new words, and we've bartered some sodium, and we got 24,000 credits for the sodium. That was a pretty good deal. The life form seems to open a conversation, and their ancestors are currently not offended by my presence or the opinions I hold. Like I said before, we had to get the Mordite by killing those critters to talk to these guys. We're going to learn a new word here. He teaches us the Vy'Keen word for detection. Do a little jetpack jump there. Happiness. Warrior stares at me as if in anticipation of a grave insult to their ancestry. About to back away when their face turns, they deliver a sequence of amused yelps at my hesitation for indicating that they are open to further conversation. We're going to barter 100 sodium again. Let's see if we can get another 24,000. No, we got a Gek Relic. I feel gypped. Talk to him a third time, just cycle through this really quickly. And now it says offer a gift, Vy'Keen effigy. We don't have, but we can ask for directions. The Vy'Keen effigy is a faction device that would have increased our standing, and he has shown us where a trading post is. That is definitely useful information. Over here is our teleport, our station terminus teleporter. We're going to click on that, and I'm going to show you that it is currently offline. Basically, we have to do a little bit more work in game before that will function for us, even though it told us on the planet that we can use it anytime to get back to our base. They were basically lying to us. This one said interloper to us twice. The being looked at me with great expectation as I approached. Having assessed me, however, I appear to have been found wanting. They give me their attention, but their focus is clearly on the entrance, as if waiting for another. We're just going to go ahead and leave. They watch me leave and they're not impressed. He can go ahead and have himself a good old day. Talk to Cadet here, interloper twice again. Warrior sighs as I step into their space. They push aside the morsel they have been occupied with and stare at me with great impatience. We're just going to leave without speaking. They are not the most polite people in the world. Oh, look, there's another giant hauler. 69.5 for a B45-7. I'm going to be so happy once I have lots and lots of cash, but until then, I'm just depressed. Luckily, I know that in the very near future, 3.4 million units in the future, I'm going to have an S-Class 24 slot multi-tool. Teach me the word for warp. Excellent, so we have learned a whole bunch of words from these local Vy'Keen. This is the guild emissary. He doesn't want to talk to us yet. Hey, we have reached a journey milestone. We are not alone. We have met 10 aliens. Excellent. Unfortunately, they're all Vy'Keen. Vy'Keen are not my favorite. I'm quite fond of the Korvax personally, but that's just me. I'm going to try talking to this guy. He doesn't want to talk to us either. Probably because we only know 3 words in their language. And then we have this thing here. This was also available on the other side of the space station. This is a Galactic Trade Terminal. You can sell or buy items here. One of the important things is you can go here and you can switch back and forth with the triangle button between buying and selling. You can sell what you have or buy what they have. And if you look over here, you can also switch back and forth between exosuit inventory and starship inventory. It's a convenient thing, but it only works in the Galactic Trade Terminals or on the ones in the trading centers. If you're talking to an actual on-planet merchant, it doesn't work. I don't know if that's a bug or if it's just something annoying, but that's just the way that it is. Now, currently we have 45 silver, and they are worth 4,244 units, and we don't have any other use for them, so we're going to sell it. The gold is worth 4,111, but look at that. Remember those albumin pearls we picked up from the humming eggs? They are worth 78.8. Let's go ahead and sell that. That is some good cash there, friends. This is early on in the game, and we have 131.7. Not bad. Let's go ahead and check. That was just our starship inventory, too. Let's see what we have on our body. Sulfurine only worth 610, but we don't need that yet. The salt. Remember how I told you we didn't have a use for it except for cash? 41,000 units. Radon, not worth very much, 556. Chromatic metal, do not sell your chromatic metal. Do not sell your mortite. Do not sell your uranium. Definitely not the salvage technology, dihydrogen, nav data. The Gek Relic, the Gek Relic is just going to take up a little bit of space for now. I'm going to sell it. I'd rather have the 23,000 units. If you want to hold on to it, or if you're in a Gek system, that would have been useful, but I'm not in a Gek system. I'm in a Vy'Keen system, and it doesn't give us any faction here. Pretty sure we spoke with all of these guys. Let's double check this guy real quick. We did not. Dialect help from him. Let's get another word. Vy'Keen word for Vy'Keen, imagine that. So now they can call us Vy'Keen, or call us Interloper and say that they are the Vy'Keen, which is exactly what they're going to do. We're going to ask for directions. We want to find some interesting places. And it's given us nothing. So we have a trading post and ancient ruins. Two very, very good things to have. We are out of mortite, so we need to remember that we have one guy left we can talk to up here. In the meantime, we're going to leave him alone. And we're going to go ahead and bug on out. We are done in the space station. We need to go visit the overseer at their new station. So we jump back on. Oh, another journey milestone. Trader earned 131,000. No, 174. We have 3 different achievements in that. We learned 5 words. We are a beginner linguist. Excellent. That's a bunch of different milestones for one trip. Not bad if you do ask me. I've done a lot worse in trips to star systems and trading posts and space stations. And we're going to go ahead and shoot on out here. And let's take a look at what's in our immediate surroundings. Now, if we look at this planet directly ahead of us, it is unmapped. It is a dead planet. It has ancient bones, copper, rusted metal, and sodium. So it has been scanned. It is B. I hit it with the scanner again just for gets and shiggles. If you look at the heads-up display right in front of us, right on the center of the lower, it looks like there are 2 planets and 1 tiny moon. But I don't see the second planet, so we're going to shoot around this one. Just do a little pulse jump here. Get a little bit past it. And slow down. And sure enough, there's that unknown planet. We're going to go ahead and scan that. It is a pillared planet. Copper, gold, silver. And it has its own little moon. Make sure that when you do this, you are holding your cursor directly over it. If it moves off before it gets there, it won't properly scan it. That is a high temperature moon with selenium, copper, phosphorus, and other. And there's another planet over here. That is Caraveda. That was our first planet. That's actually where we started. And there's another planet over here. Now, one of the things you can do is you can hit the down. We're going to recharge our tritium real quick so that our pulse drive works. And we're going to go down again, and we're going to see the galaxy map, and we're going to open that up for the very first time. This shows us what's going on in our general system. We have our star in the middle, and then our home base is here. We are here, and there are 4 planets. One of those planets has a moon. It is our current location. Our mission signal detected is for the overseer. It's Vy'Keen. The economy is industrial. Sell at 40.6, buy at negative 22.9, and it's promising, and the conflict level is relaxed. Now, if we go ahead and look off on things, galactic core, we are 718.8 thousand light years away from the galactic core. These are just left and right things. Different options for that. We will get into that more often, but I'm going to put it on free explore, and then I'm going to hit this circle button, and it's going to release me from looking at that one particular one, and we can scan around. No hyperdrive installed in our ship, not surprising. So we really can't go anywhere, but the data is unavailable because we don't have an economy or a conflict scanner. So we're going to go ahead and back on out of here and get back to doing what we need to do. We're going to focus on the Overseer and jump back to our planet. Now, if you remember, that salt was actually worth a decent amount of money, so if we wanted to focus on making a little bit of cash right now, we start at our base near copper, uranium, and salt deposits. The best thing to do for quick cash right now would be to go farm all of that salt and resell it, but we're not going to focus on that. We're going to focus on continuing with our quest. This is a beginner's guide, not an advanced guide. Entering the atmosphere, 6 seconds to impact. Got my finger on the trigger and the boost. We're coming in hot. Coming in hot. We're going to go ahead and L2 and slow the heck down. Now, while we're up, I'm going to show you guys something. I'm going to pull up a little bit and level off flight. We're going to down pad, and we're going to come over here to utilities, and we're going to go to the third-person view of our ship. Now, when you are flying around planet side, I highly recommend third person. You can go ahead and boost, but you can see outside so much better. You can see the things around you. Like there's some gamma root right there. That's the local plant life. You can also see that in the distance there we have a trading post, and our heads-up display is showing us that over this way we have those ancient ruins. So those are the things that people showed us where they were when we asked directions. But you can see where deposits are. You can also use your planetary scanner. There's some more gamma root. We might find a building, or you might be able to see some deposits like uranium. You won't be able to tell what they are, but you'll at least be able to see, like there's one right there. That is most likely salt. Then there's some oxygen and sodium-rich plants. Another deposit. So if you want to just do a general scan around and scope out something, we also have our building here that we have yet to go ahead and check out. We're going to do a quick flyover. Now you notice there were some circles beneath me turned green. That is actually a landing pad. That gives you a free takeoff without launch fuel if you land at that location. And since it is so close to our base, we're going to go ahead and utilize that for just a moment. And I'm going to show you a couple of the things that are around the local buildings. There are normally sentinels really close nearby. There's some critters bouncing around. Let's do a quick scan around, make sure that we've gone ahead and scanned all the critters at least. There's a salt deposit in the distance. And there's a save point. We're going to go ahead and tap that. We're going to open up our damaged container and get the rusted metal. See what else is in there. Hey, we got a microprocessor. That's going to save us some crafting or cash in the future. Radiation protection falling. There's 2 more damaged containers over here. We're going to grab those real quick. And then I believe we're going to wrap it up. Since the last 2 versions of the video, I've lost track of time. This time I actually paid attention. If you liked what you've seen, give me a big old thumbs up down below. And if you'd like to see future updates, make sure that you hit the subscribe button. I'll love to see you all in the future. Leave me some comments if you have anything to say. Until then, fly safe.